Yeah, it was a big win, one that we were excited about, and one where we needed a lot of different people to step up. So now we can sit back and hope for the best.
What happened when you kind of went to the injury tent for a little bit? Kind of walk us through that play and kind of what you get evaluated for.
Just landed on my head a little bit, and sometimes when those situations happen, they scare you a little bit. So I was just making sure we were all good.
We saw you get out of the tent and immediately go back up. Was there any thought that you were going to get out of that game?
No, I mean, after the first 15 seconds of being down, I realized I was all good.
But was there any thought were you still at that point where you should fight through whatever you needed to try to?
There's nothing that was going to keep me out of the game at that point. Yeah.
When you guys fall to 4-8, you said the cornerstones of this organization would be remembered for how they handled this. Are you happy with the response that you've gotten from you guys in the locker room?
I am. I think we have had, our great players playing great. For the most part, they have all year, but we've had some young guys step up in spots, and that's been, they've been showing a lot of promise, and so that's exciting to have some of those guys step up like that, and guys that we're going to be counting on.
You guys went right down the field on the first drive. Did they make adjustments after that? They kind of kept out of when they went in the red zone, it was kind of tough.
Yeah, they did. And they did a good job. That front is really good. So that was a game where you got to catch it and get it out, get it to your guys, and let them go make plays. Our execution in the red zone wasn't good enough. That's kind of the story of the game. Not sure how many field goals we kicked, 3 or 4, something like that. So, if we convert a couple of those into touchdowns, that's a different game. Would like to have finished that game on offense and punched those into the end zone, but our defense stepped up and picked up the slack.
Through the first 12 games, a team that a lot of your teams are hard on was the team's inability to finish, but the last 5 games, especially tonight, what's been different?
Well, our defensive young guys and guys that have played great in the past have started playing well. And then Trey Hendrickson, after tonight, I don't know who else is going to win Defensive Player of the Year other than him. He was incredible tonight. Anytime that he didn't have chip help, he was getting to the quarterback.
What do you think this team is capable of if they are able to grab that 7th AFC playoff spot?
We know the talent that we have. We've been in those spots before. I know that if we get in, we can make some noise with the players and coaches that we have in this building, and we just got to hope for some help tomorrow and sit back and watch it.
Can you walk us through what these next 24 hours are going to be like for you? Because Zach said he's already going to start prepping for Buffalo. So for you, are you going to start on Buffalo, or are you going to wait and see what happens?
I'll go in tomorrow and do my normal post-game routine. I'll lift and get my body right, and then go back and watch the games with the guys and see where we're at.
What do you think that feeling's going to be like tomorrow, knowing that it's kind of out of y'all's control? You kind of just have to hope for the best.
It's not ideal, but we've put ourselves in this position, so it'll be relaxing. We've won the last 5. We won today. Put ourselves in a spot to potentially get in with some help. It's the odds are long, but we got a shot.
If y'all don't get in, how would you view the season, given how you guys did this season? When you look back at the totality of it, if it doesn't end up working out in y'all's favor, how would you view how the season went?
Anytime you don't make the playoffs, it's a failure. That's what you're aiming for every year. That's why you work so hard, is to be at your best in the end. And these last 5 weeks we just weren't able to find an extra win early in the season that would put us in a better spot.
Do you find yourself this week, as you think about having to watch for help, thinking back to a game from September, do you find yourself going back gosh, any one of those, right? Do you do that to yourself, or are you able to keep that out?
Yeah, unfortunately you do. Just like with anything that doesn't go your way in anybody's life, whether it's football or anything, you look back on the decisions that you made that could have been different and played out differently. That's hindsight. Everybody has that. We definitely had winnable games that we didn't win and put ourselves in this position.
Is there any of those games that specifically stand out this week?
I wouldn't say any specifically.
Is it going to be weird rooting for the Chiefs tomorrow?
I wouldn't say weird. We know the situation. I don't know how many guys are playing for them. Hopefully some, but we'll see.
Because of the uncertainty, and you don't know when the next time you guys talk to you, if you don't make the playoffs, what are you hoping the approach from the rest of the organization is this offseason as you guys embark on a really important one, given some of the contract stuff going on with some of your best players?
Yeah, those conversations will be had, and that's some thinking that we all have to do going into the off season about what we think is best for our team and our organization, and we'll get to that after tomorrow and see where we stand, and then take some time to critically think about that.
So Zach, went down in the locker room, went out to find him. You usually see that post game. What was kind of the gist of kind of why he wanted to not see you out?
I don't know. He just said good job. That was basically about it.
What's it been like? I mean, how would you describe Zach throughout all of this? Being 4-8 now into 5 months. I mean, what's that relationship been like this year? Given how long we know each other, how has that kind of developed?
Yeah, he's been the same through it all. Whether we win or we lose, he's always himself. I appreciate that about him. Our relationship is as good as it's been. We've had some tough conversations. We've had good conversations, and everything in between. That's what playing football in the NFL is all about, is having conversations to try to improve your team, yourself, and everything. So it's been positive.
Do you think the culture met the challenge? Do you think the culture met the challenge tonight and for the last month?
For the last 5 games we have, yeah. 5 in a row to finish it off is always positive. It might be too little too late, but we'll find out tomorrow.
Joe, Jamar's going to go into tomorrow in terms of the triple crown. We're talking about healthy leagues in all 3 categories. Can you talk about what that was like, kind of helping him to this point, and your satisfaction helping him put his best foot forward in that pursuit?
Yeah, it's an exciting thing to be a part of. He deserves it all. He works really hard for it. He's obviously a great player, great person. To etch his name in history like that is really special, and I'm excited to be a part of that. I know everybody else is too.
And just like an offensive line would take pride in a running back's accomplishments, how would you say a quarterback takes pride in being part of a wide receiver's standout year like that?
Yeah, I take pride in the fact that everybody eats in this offense, and obviously number 1 is going to get his touches because our offense runs through him, and he's our best player, so we're going to get him the ball. But we have so many other weapons that we feel confident in, and whatever the look the defense gives us, the ball can go to so many different places. I take a lot of pride in that.
So what kind of lift does this give you to 25, no matter what happens tomorrow? What kind of tone does this set for 25? Any?
That's tough to say. You for the next 24 hours probably, and then if we don't get in, then after that you don't really think about the last game. You think about the entirety of the season.
Are you stunned at how well this year's went for you? I mean, there's a lot of uncertainty coming up for his injury. What's it like looking back on everything you've had to play through over the injury report the entire year? I mean, how would you kind of describe how the year went for you? Did you envision it ending up this way all the way back to training camp?
I thought I'd have my best year. I think I did. I don't think the year after a ligament injury like that is always better. I threw it well this year. I still think I can throw it way better. Early in the season, you're still getting a feel for how that wrist is feeling. You're breaking up scar tissue. You're doing a lot of different things to help it, and it gets better as the season goes. So I expect next year to be better. That's how it was with my knee. That's how ligament injuries typically go. So I'm expecting to grind this off season and take a jump next year.
Did you know Mike said he was close to an incentive on the first offensive play?
Yeah, he was like catch for 3 yards or something. Yeah, that was easy.
What kind of year do you see that?
Yeah, I think he was great for us. That's something that we haven't really had since I've been here. Is a guy that when everybody's so focused on all of our receivers, doubling them, clouding them, having specific plans. Now you got to worry about that guy matched up on a safety or a linebacker, and that guy was so valuable for us all year, and a guy that, in my opinion, we need to bring back.
I know you're a historian of the NFL. You know all the great quarterbacks. One can help you tomorrow, Aaron Rodgers, in his career and everything's kind of his future's in the air. Is it safe to say that you'll be a fan of his tomorrow when he's playing the Dolphins?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been a fan of his for a long time. You know, watching him growing up was, he was one of those guys that you love to watch. And when Monday night, Sunday night football came around, you were hoping that he was on it. So, hopefully he can help us out tomorrow and break out a big time game for us.
Is it one of the things you send a text tonight? Say, hey, if you could just we'd appreciate it.
Maybe I'll text him tomorrow if they get the win. I won't text him tonight though.
A follow up on him real quick. Like his career is who knows? Like what has he done for the quarterback profession for you? Did he serve as an inspiration for you growing up, watching him play and having all the success he had?
Yeah, he did. I think number one, I think he revolutionized how quarterbacks throw the football. I think the way that high-level quarterbacks coach it now, quarterback coaches coach it now, is because of how he did it. And so I haven't had a chance to sit down and talk to him about that, but I would love to sit down and talk to him about his journey through of his throwing motion, how he figured that out. I think also, he's a really good person to look up to as far as just being yourself and how to handle this whole fame football thing. It's not easy. You go through a lot of things and adversity, and he seemed to stay the same through it all, and that's something that I aspire to. You don't have to agree with everything that everybody says or does to have admiration for how they do it.
Tonight could have been the last time you two were together. T just said he'd like to be here if it works out. Why would you like to be able to keep him here and what would that mean to you?
Well, number one, we started this whole thing together. We came in together, and we built this thing from the ground up. And you don't want to make a habit of letting great players get out of the building, just like I said earlier in the week. T's a great player and a guy that does everything the right way and works really hard for it. When you have a guy like that, you just can't let him get out of the building. He's a one-of-a-kind person, one-of-a-kind player, and one that we really count on and is an integral part of what we do around here. So hopefully we can make that happen. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jeff.